Are you there? I can barely hear you. Hello? I think we've got a bad line. I can barely hear you. Hello? Yeah, this is Bremster. Yeah, I can hear you, operator. It's a really bad line. Hello? Yeah, I'm trying to do a puzzle. No, a puzzle. No, I'm trying to do a puzzle. Yes, operator. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better now, thanks. Yeah, that's a much better signal, operator. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yep, yeah, I think I'm good from here. Thank you. Thank you, operator. That's much better. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and I'm trying to bring you a puzzle by Memeristor called Operators. This puzzle is an interesting one, and I haven't done a puzzle quite like this, I think, ever before. This is a Schrödinger cell puzzle, and as long as the signal holds out and I can solve it, I am going to try and show you how a Schrödinger cell puzzle works, because for the first time, normal Sudoku rules do not apply. So one thing I will say is, if the signal does hold out at the end of this video, there will be a repeat of the announcement I did yesterday. So if you didn't see it yesterday, at the end of this video, it will be there again. But for this one, before I lose my connection, I'm going to try and get this puzzle through, because I think this one could take me quite a while. So let's look at the rules that Memeristor has given us. Normal Sudoku rules do not apply. In every box and in every row and in every column of this puzzle, we must place the digits 0 to 9. 0 to 9. One cell in each row, one cell in each column, and one row in each box will be a Schrödinger cell and will have 2 digits in it. The grey lines are palindromes, and these palindromes will read the same forwards as backwards. So whatever goes in that cell will go in that cell, whatever goes in that cell will go in that cell, and the same as here. These two cells will be identical, these two cells will be identical. And the digits that are outside the grid, and these always are a little annoying because they mean that my grid shrinks and it makes it hard to set everything up. These indicate the totals along these diagonals. So these 4 cells will sum to 17. These 4 cells will sum to 17. Digits may repeat along those indicated diagonals if permitted by other rules, which is good because this is a palindrome, and if they couldn't repeat, we would be in trouble. That's all we've got to go on to solve this puzzle. We have a lot of given digits, which is good because I think I'm gonna need them. So let's give this a shot, because this call is potentially costing me a fortune. So I'm going to start with some basic Sudoku, I hope. So 4 and 3, I'm looking down here straight away. I don't know why I tend to look at the bottom of the grid. 4 and 3 must go in those 2 cells, but it's not a 4-3 pair. So 4 and 3 must go in those 2 cells, but I can't lock it down in as a 4-3 pair because they could be Schrödinger cells, and I could have 3 2 in here and a 4 there. Oh no. I've got the same up here. 1 and 2 must go into those 2 cells, but I do not know that that's a 1-2 pair. Oh my lord. Do I want to do the palindrome trick? So let's look at this, for example. So this can't be a 1. It can't be a 2. It can't be a 3. It can't be a 4, it can't be a 5, it can't be a 6. So that's a 7, 8, or 9. No, it's not a 7. This is an 8 or a 9. What about this cell? Any that's got a lot of values in it, I'm going to get rid of. But that actually was quite productive. So they could only be 8 or 9. It could be both. Oh my God. Okay, so this. So hang on, let me just confirm that again. These C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they could be 0. I forgot 0. 0, 8, or 9. Don't forget 0. 0, 8, or 9. So these two cells, 0, 1, 2, oh, that one doesn't see 3, 4, 5, 6, no, I'm not doing that. That is way too many candidates. What about here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. That one's okay. This one, 0, 0. I'm probably not providing an FPuzzles link to this puzzle because FPuzzles does not support 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's too many options again. Okay, so is there Sudoku I could do? Like, I am what? I am like 6, 7, or 8 minutes into the video, and already I want to weep. I don't know why I naturally look. I think I think of the bottom of the puzzle as a foundation, and I start at the bottom and work up rather than the top and work down. It's also possibly because of the size of the grid on my screen and everything, and I don't know. But this seems to be, I don't know. I'm seeing stuff down here that I'm not seeing up here, even though it looks to be the same layout. Not that I'm seeing anything. So 3, yes. I mean, this 3 is eliminated from there, but I can see that the reason I eliminated the 3 and the 4 from there is because I can't put 3 and 4 on there because I can't put them on the palindrome. Because whatever in there is replicated in there. So, I'm going to color for a second. That is green. That is green. That is blue. That is blue. That should be clear to everyone. In a normal Sudoku, that would be broken. That would not work because I now want to ask a very simple question. Where do green and blue go in row 7? Because green and blue cannot be 3 and 4. They cannot go in those cells, they cannot go in those cells, and they are not 3 and 4. That is green and blue. Now, I'm not going to colour it that way. What instead I'm going to do is I am going to turn around and say this is a Schrödinger cell because it must contain whatever is on this palindrome. Because if it doesn't, where do these cells go in row 7? They've got nowhere to go because that cell is that cell and must go there because it can't be 3 and 4. That cell is that cell and must go there and they can't be 3 and 4, and they must be different because they are in the same boxes. That is a Schrödinger cell. And the reason I'm separating it is because what I want to do now is I want to turn around and say, I'm going to use blue. Blue is not Schrödinger cells because we know there is a single Schrödinger cell in each row, column, and box. Now, this 1-2 pattern is the same. This is a Schrödinger cell because where do these two cells, that cell is that cell and it's not 1 or 2, so it has to go there. That cell is that cell and it's not 1 or 2, so it has to go there. And these two are different, so that is a Schrödinger cell. So those are not Schrödinger cells. Those are not Schrödinger cells. Those are not Schrödinger cells. We know that these are not Schrödinger cells. We now know that these can't be Schrödinger cells, because if we put a Schrödinger cell on this palindrome, say this was a Schrödinger cell and this was a 5-6. If this was a 5-6 and this was a 7, we would then have to put 5, 6 and 7 in that box. Because this would be 5, 6, this would be 7, and then what went in here would need to go in there, and this would need to be 5, 6, and 7, and a Schrödinger cell cannot hold 3 digits. So we know that these cells cannot be Schrödinger cells because there's no room there. And these cells cannot be Schrödinger cells because there's no room there. Which means that these two cells are Schrödinger cells. So these cells are not Schrödinger cells. These cells are not Schrödinger cells. These are not Schrödinger cells. That's a 3-4 pair. These are not Schrödinger cells. That's a 1-2 pair. This is on a palindrome. These two must be identical. So that is a Schrödinger cell. That is a Schrödinger cell. So that and that and that and that are not Schrödinger cells. That is now a Schrödinger cell, which knocks those out from being Schrödinger cells. And now we've got the position of all the Schrödinger cells in the grid. Memeristor, that is beautiful. When you sent this to me and said that this was an introduction to Schrödinger cells, I didn't think such a thing was possible. I was wrong. This is, I mean, I haven't solved it yet, but the way that it is very approachable for how you can determine where your Schrödinger cells are is beautiful. Now I just need to figure out what to do. Because I've got no clue. Okay. I really have no clue. So these go in there. Hang on. These go in there. So let's look at that, shall we? What can these be? So let's highlight those and pencil mark them. They can't be 1. Sorry, they can be 0. There's no zeros in the grid. They can be 0. They can't be 1. They can't be 2. They can't be 3. They can't be 4. They can't be 5. They can't be 6. They can't be 7. They can be 8. They can be 9. So this is 0, 8, or 9. But those two can't be 9 because if they were 9, I would already have 18 on the little killer clue. They are not 9. Can they be 8? Because that'd be 16 and these would have to sum to 1. Which is possible because I could do 1, 0 or 0, 1. Don't forget the 0. So I can't eliminate 8 from there, which normally I could do. What about up here? Those can be 0, can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, can't be 4, can't be 5, can't be 6, can be 7, can't be 8, can be 9. So there's 0, 7, 9, and I've got the same trick there. They can't be 9s because this is a 17 total. 2 9s is 18, and I've already blown the total. These are 7s. I've got a 1, 2 here. Then I would have 3 along here. But I could still do 0, 3, or 1, 2. Or, yeah, there's options. Or 3, 0. Yeah. So what the heck do you do now? They don't seem more restricted. Can't be these tiny little palindromes, can it? Like, what does that see? It doesn't see 0, sees 1, 2, 3, can be 4, can be 5, can be 6, can be 7, can be 8, can be... And this is the same. 0 sees 0, 1... Sorry, it sees 1, 3, and 4. Woohoo. So 3 in this box is limited. 3, it must be in one of those two cells because I can't put 3 there. I can't put 3 there. I can't put 3 there because it will go there. So 3 is limited to there. 3 therefore is limited to there. So can I do similar with 1s? So 1 in this box can't go there, can't go there, can't go there because it replicate can't go there. So 1 is in one of those two. Therefore, 1 has to be in one of those two. Yay? Where do 1, 2, and 6 go in that row? I can't put them there, there, or there. This must be a 1, 2, 6 triple. How does that work? So that's not a 1 and that's not a 2. But how does that work? Oh, that is insane. Sorry. Worm keeps reminding me that I came up with a thing of my own, which is that's bonkers. These are 3 cells with 4 numbers in it, 0, 7, 8, and 9. But this cell, first of all, this is the only place I can put a 7 in the row, but this cell must have 2 digits in it. So that is effectively a quadruple. So these must be a 7. There's nowhere else I can put a 7 in the box. This is absolutely a 7. How the heck do I mark that? Like, do I just do a single 7 in the box and go, that is a 7. That must be a 7. And therefore, this is now, with this 7, this is a 0, 8, 9 triple. And I've got the same here. This is a 0, 7, 8, 9 quadruple, because that must be a 7, and the rest of it is a 0, 8, 9 triple. Because I must have an 8, like these are pairs of 8s. There must be an 8 on that. Similarly, there must be 8s on those. Those 8s are fixed, and 7s must be in here. So this is another triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's not a 3, and that's not a 4. And there's these weird triples all over the place. Sorry, I don't know if they're triples or quadruples or... So this is another one. So this must have an 8. So there is a 0, 7, 9 triple here. So missing is 1, 2, 4, and 6. And there's a 1, 2 in it. So this is a 4 or a 6. These are 1, 2, 4, and 6. I can't put a 1 there. I can't put a 4 there. This is a 1, 2, 6 triple? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 7, 8, 9. But I can't put an 8 in it. Well, because this is pointing 8s. There must be an 8 in there. Because of the pointing 8s on this. Similarly, there must be a 7 in there. So there's no 8 in there. This is 0, 7, or 9. It's the only place a 7 can go, so there must be a 7 in it. This is now a 0, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. So this is a 1, 2, 6... No, it can't be a 1, 2, 6 triple, because there must be a 5 in there. So this is a 1, 2, 5, 6. There's no 1 here. Yeah, this is bonkers. How do I wrap my head around this? There's no 7 here. But that was only one. This must be a 7. And I know there's a 7 here. So there's a 7 in one of those 3. But there's a 7 in one of those 2 for sure. So there's no 7 there. And if I put a 7 there, there'd be a 7 there, and that would conflict. There is no 7 there. This is a 7. I've got to be able to replicate that up the top, don't I? The problem is, what did I just do? I think I did this column. So I think I did that column to kick it all off. So what's this? So I can't use 0 because I've got the quad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not 2. That's not 3 or 4. That's not 3. This gives me a 3, 4, 5 triple in the box. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't use 7 because 7 must be there. So these are 0, 8, 9. 0, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. Eight must be there. I know 8 is there, so 8 has to go in one of those. 8 can't go there because it's in one of those, and if 8 went there, it'd go there and there'd be the same conflict. This is not an 8, this is an 8. 8 can't go there, 8 can't go there because that is an 8. 8 can't go there, 8 is in one of those two. 7 can't go there, 7 can't go there, 7 can't go... Hang on, 8 can't go there because of those. That is an 8. Now 7 can't go there, 7 can't go there, 7 can't... That is a 7. Bonkers! I've got so much pencil marks on the grid, I've no idea what to do, but without it, I wouldn't have got anywhere. So hang on, I've got 7s there, I've got 7 there, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Does any of that allow me to resolve those 7s? I don't think so. We've got 8, 8. Hang on, I can't put an 8 there. This is an 8. So I've got 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and then I've got the same here. If these were 0, these would have to sum to 17. To sum to 17, they'd have to be 8 and 9. But I can't put an 8 in either of them. There's no way I could put an 8 in either of those. Because I've got these 8s. So if these were 0, I would never hit the 17 total. Oh, hang on. No, I have to use 8 and 9. There's no other way to do it. 9 and 9 is 18. 8 and 8 is 16. I'd have to use an 8. And I can't. Seven and 9 isn't enough. I can't use an 8 in either of those cells. So I must use 8s here, which takes the 8s out of there. So these have to sum to 1. So this is a 0 and a 1. Bonkers! This is a 079 pair? This is a 079 pair. This is a 0, 7, 9 pair. That's the 1. That's the 0. Which means neither of those can be 0. That's 7. And that's 7, 9 in a Schrödinger cell. That Schrödinger cell is complete. That is 7 and 9. Which means they can't be 9s. They must be 0s. Which means these are 0s and 8s. Which means there's no 9 in there. That is a complete Schrödinger cell. That is now a 9. Bonkers. There's no 1 there anymore. This is 2, 5, or 6. This is 2, 5, or 6. Hang on, let me just confirm that because I don't trust numbers anymore. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. I just don't trust numbers. That can't be 2, so that can't be 2. That's 5 or 6. Numbers are lying to me. That's a 2, 6 pair. So that's the 1. That is not 2. Which means that's the 1. That is not the 1. Bonkers. That 1 takes 1 out of there, which means that's the 1. So can I do a similar trick here? So if these were 0, these would have to sum to 17. And to sum to 17, they'd have to be 8 and 9. And I can't put 8 in either of them, I don't think. No, that's an 8 and that's an 8. So I couldn't put 8 in either of them. These must be 7s, which means these are not 7s. These now must sum to 3. Well, I can't put a 1 in either of those cells. So they must be 3, 0. And there's a 0 right there because this is both values. So this is the 3 and this is the 0. So that's not a 3. This is 4, 5, or 6. And it's not 4 because it sees the 4 there. So this is 5 or 6. So this is 3, 4, 5, and 6. I can't put a 3 there. I can't put a 0 in either of those cells. I can't put a 0. So there's a 0, 9 pair, which means I can't put a 0 there. This has been a 1, 2 since the beginning. If I put a 0 there, that will conflict there. If I put a 0 there, it jumps there and conflicts. This is a 0. This is a 0. That takes 0 out of there. This becomes an 8, 9. It takes 0 out of there, which I could have done from that if I was paying attention. Bonkers. I know you're going to get sick of me saying that, but my brain is turning to mush. And that is another completed Schrödinger cell. That 0 makes that 9, which takes 9 out of there. This becomes 0, 7 and is another completed Schrödinger cell. This is a 4, 5 pair, which makes this 3. This entire thing is symmetrical. That 3 makes that 3. That is 3. Now these are hang on, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to put a 9 in one of those. So 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9, because these are effectively 5 cells. I can't put a 3 there because it would jump to there. So this is 4, 5, 6, or 9. I can't put a 3 there either. So the only place I can put a 3 in that box is there, which takes 3 out of there. Nine is in one of those two. Hang on, 4, 5, 6, 9. That is a 4, 5, 6, 9 triple. Because I've got, these are effectively 4 cells and I've got 4 numbers in them. So these 2 cells must be a 1, 2 pair. And there's a 1 looking into it. So that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2. That means I've got to be able to do the same down here, doesn't it? I don't remember how I got that. It was looking at this quintuple, wasn't it? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So again, there must be 9 in here. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. So this must be 1, which means... And why do I have 5 down here? Because 5 has to be over here. This must be a 5. No. This must be a 5 because 5 is over here, but it's not only a 5. This is a Schrödinger cell. So this is 2, 6, or 9. This is 6 or 9. I can take 2 out of there. 2 is in one of those. How did this get more restricted? Possibly because of the work I've already done up here. So this is... Sorry, this is 1, 2, 5, 6, and this is a 2, 5, 6, 9 triple. It's a 2, 5, 6, 9 quadruple in 3 cells. But yeah, so this has to be 3 or 4. There's a 3 looking at it. That's the 4. That's the 3. That's the 4. That 4 is looking up, taking 4 out of both of those. This now becomes a 5, 6, 9 because that's all that's missing in the row. There is a 9 looking at it, which makes it a 5, 6 pair, which makes that a 9, which makes that the 9, takes the 9 out of there. So this is 4, 5, and 6. That 9 looks down, making that 6 and that 6, which looks over, making that 5 and that 5, which looks over, making that 2 and that 6. The 6 looks up, making... No! What did I do wrong? Where the heck is 2 in that row? When did I fill that out? Okay, so let's go back to here. I'm sorry, everyone. Actually, I'm going to roll forward a little because that's when I did all the quad stuff. And I'm pretty certain that was good. And then I did the quad stuff down here, and I'm pretty certain that was good. And then I filled this in, and I missed the 2. 2 can't go there. 2 can't go there. This has to be a 2. Oh, that's an 8, 9. There's no 9 there. This is a 5, 6 pair. This is a 2. This is a 6. This is a 5. This is a 5 because of it's a palindrome. Melting my brain. What I missed is this is an 8-9. It's not an 8-9 pair. This is both 8 and 9. That's what I got wrong. I imagine so many people are going to make mistakes like that while they're solving this. This is a 5-6 pair, so this becomes a 4. This is not a 4. This is a 2-6 pair. This is not a 2. This is a 4-5 pair, so this is a 2, which I could have got from that 5. It takes 2 out of there. This is a 6-9 pair. There's got to be a way to resolve that. That 9 is looking at it. That is a 9. There is a 7 and a 9 in that cell. They are both 6s. That is 9. That 6 takes 6 out of there. This is a 2-5 Schrödinger cell. It is both 2 and 5. So that is the 6. That is the 2. That 6 looks up making that 2. This is 4, 5, and 6 to complete the column, and there's a 5, 6. That is the 4. That is the 5. That is the 6. This becomes a 6, making both of those 5 and takes 5 out of there. There's also no 6 in there, and that 4 turns around and makes that a 9. There is no 5 in there. This is a 4, 6 Schrödinger cell. So this is a 5. This is a 4. That 5 makes that a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have started at 0, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And right in, this is a Schrödinger cell, and I am missing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 9. And that is both 0 and 9. And I imagine I can't use the solution checker. But what I will do is when I'm editing the video, I will confirm. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0, 1, 2, 3. That I'm pretty sure. What happens if I do hit the tick? It doesn't look like... The thing it complains about, of course, is the Schrödinger cells. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't get the big thrill at the end of that. Looks quite right, but I'm not. Yeah, that will be it. I'm sure that'll be it. 0, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Bonkers. I think I'm gonna have to use that in the title. Like, wow, or not. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with. I had a plan for this. Yeah, I definitely lost signal. My brain is going to melt down. The bad connection is definitely there. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for persisting through this one. Yeah, stay with me for the announcement that is coming. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I hope you think what I'm hoping to do with this one isn't a little bit too insane. And thank you everyone for watching, and good luck with your solving. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, operator. I'm done now. Bye.